When I was young, I learned something that shaped my entire life. You don't wait for the future, you build it. I didn't grow up with a map. I didn't grow up with guarantees. But what I did have was a question that burned in my mind every single day. What would I regret more, trying and failing or never trying at all? That question has guided every major decision of my life. Years ago, I walked away from a comfortable job, a job most people would fight to keep. I walked away because comfort is a prison that looks like luxury. I walked away because I didn't want my life decided by fear. I packed up everything, drove to Seattle, and started building in a garage that smelled like oil and dust. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't impressive. Sometimes the roof leaked. Sometimes the servers crashed. And sometimes it felt like the world was telling me I made the biggest mistake of my life. But every night before I went to sleep, I asked myself that same question again. Will I regret trying? And the answer was always no. People think success is about intelligence or talent. It's not. Success is about endurance. Obsessive endurance. Most people stop when it gets painful. Most people quit when the applause disappears. Most people let doubt decide their destiny. I refused. I packed boxes myself. I answered customer emails myself. I built desks out of doors because we couldn't afford real ones. I learned to love the grind because the grind was building me. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your life will not change until your tolerance for discomfort changes. I failed many times. I launched ideas that collapsed. I made mistakes that cost millions. I heard no more times than I can count. But failure has never once made me stop. Because failure is not a dead end, it's data. It's feedback. It's the universe asking, how badly do you want this? And every time, my answer was the same. More than yesterday. Listen carefully. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need to be confident. I wasn't confident when I started either. What you need is this: a dream worth chasing, a reason worth fighting for, and the courage to begin before you're ready. People remember what you build, not what you imagine. People respect what you survive, not what you talk about. And the world only believes in you after you refuse to quit. So if you're standing at the edge of a decision, if your heart is pulling you in a direction that scares you, here's my advice, the same advice I gave myself in that garage. Take the step, bet on yourself. Make the leap while your hands are still shaking. Because one day, you will look back at this moment and you will realize that this right here, right now, was the place your new life began. The world doesn't just need dreamers. The world needs builders. And sometimes all it takes is one brave decision to build something that outlives you. So go, start, fail, learn, rise, and keep going until the future you imagine becomes the future you're standing in.